Hi, I'm Chris Sorrell. Let me take you through the world of Medieval.
Medievil is a 3D action adventure game written exclusively for Sony PlayStation. It's kind of a game set in a magical land where the player controls a skeletal knight as the main character. It's kind of a strange choice of main character. And certainly when you see him, he's a strange looking character, but I think he's a little bit different from the normal. At the start of the game, we actually see him being brought back to life by the magic of an evil sorcerer. And throughout the game, he's then pursuing this sorcerer through this medieval land called Gallowmere. The game then follows his adventures through 20 levels, and the player basically gets to explore the levels, explore the world via a map screen which links everything together. Effectively, you go from start to end, and there are certain things you'll see and do along the way. But also, once you've finished the game, there are still levels that you may not have seen, so you can go back and try different routes and explore areas that you didn't see the first time round. Development on the game started with the art and design back in January of '96. It wasn't until September of '96 that we actually started work on the PlayStation version, and we've been working sort of flat out since then, really. There's quite a lot about Medieval which makes it quite different from other games that you've seen in a similar genre on the PlayStation. Probably one of its biggest features, I'd say, is the diversity of it. There's a lot of different situations you find yourself in the game. The first stages of development, really, obviously design. For Medieval, I worked with Jason Wilson, the lead artist, to get some fairly firm plans before we started doing any actual in-game work. At that stage, we then brought in some artists and programmers that were actually going to get the game engine together, get the art together. I think the best part of the job is just having the opportunity to be creative, to do something which hopefully is going to give people enjoyment, and the actual creative process of it is fun.
Hello, my name's Jason Wilson. I'm lead artist and designer working on Medieval for Sony Cambridge. Well, first of all, we start with a brief from Chris Sorrell, the producer and designer of Medieval. And he normally comes up with a title for a name of a character or a level. For example, you might think about a scarecrow creature. So then I have to sit down with pencils, design sketches for what could be a scarecrow creature, things it could do, attacks it could do towards the hero Dan Fortescue. And then take them back to Chris, and we OK them and flash out a few more ideas and hand them to our other artists on the project. Inspirations for Medieval, from my point of view, I think come from films mainly. Without saying too much, probably things like Tim Burton, sort of kooky horror films in the 1950s, sort of comic strip type stuff. We did a whole lot of paintings and drawings, then we handed them to a few artists who did mock-ups of these drawings on 3D with 3D graphics on screen, and then we kind of like pretended we were playing the game and took it from there. Medieval's built on a pretty big scale, taken from sketches of the landscape of Gallowmere. We then worked out various locations and environments, and we wanted to make a game where you could move through the whole land in different routes. This is not a level-based game. This is a whole 3D environment that we can explore, and we don't think anyone on PlayStation's done anything quite like it so far.
My name's Jason Riley. I do the computer graphic cutscenes for Medieval. I also do the in-game texture mapping and modelling. The computer graphic cutscenes are designed to tell the story of Medieval, how Zarok was brought into it, how Dan was resurrected, that sort of thing. It takes you all the way through this land called Gallowmere, all the way through to Zarok's lair right at the end into the City of Madness. My favourite cutscene is the ship scene. I've always liked galleons. I lived by the sea for quite some time, and it's always appealed to me, and that's my pride and joy.
My name's Mitch. I'm the animator for the Medieval team. Basically, I do all the quirky little characters that make the game what it is. I get to take the characters, place them into an environment, and generally add my own characteristics to them or people that I've seen. For larger characters such as Dan himself, he's got about 30-odd animations, so he takes a lot longer. People, the way they move, the way they talk. how they interact with other people. That's more of an inspiration for me than anything else.
Hi, this is Paul Arnold, Audio Engineer Extreme.
And this is Pete Murphy. He's the AV manager for Sony Cambridge, and he's responsible for myself, Andrew Barnabas, the other audio technician, and Tom Oswald, video engineer.
Thanks. The music for Medieval, we were given free rein from pretty much the start. The game's been developing for quite some time, so we've had an open slate to develop all these tracks.
The development of each individual track could range wildly from a day right the way through to a week perhaps.
So it's a work hard and play hard scenario.